Hey, what's up everybody? In this video, we're gonna take a look at Sea Witch Ursula from The Little Mermaid. Her ability description is clears random zooms several times, so take a look at the word several. It's not necessarily indicated how many times it gets cleared, but let's also take a look at the skill itself. It also says that the circular clear is extra small, so I'll get into a little bit about her ability because it is a little bit confusing how that works. But let's first take a look at her stats. In order for you to activate her ability, you will need to charge up Sea Witch Ursula a total of 20 times, meaning that you need to clear a total of 20 copies of her on the screen. Her minimum score is 100 with a maximum score of 786, so not necessarily great at the higher skill levels, or at the higher levels I mean. So at level 50 it's only going to be 786 points, but at the lower levels it's pretty good for lower level scoring. If you do want to get Sea Witch Ursula to a skill level 6 zoom, you will need to get a total of 32 copies of her, which is more on the lower end. And Sea Witch Ursula is one of those zooms where it's extremely good for beginners because there's really not much to it. You don't need to time it or anything. And actually one of the strategy is essentially to activate her ability as soon as possible. So what I like to do is when I play with both hands, I use my left hand to spam the ability button, because what happens is if you clear extra zooms off the screen, all of those will get added to your next charge up bar. So let's say you clear a total of 25 Sea Witch Ursulas off the screen. The 20 is going to activate the ability, and the extra 5 that you cleared will go into the next one. So the next ability, you'll need to clear a total of 15. Now I want to circle back to the ability that I described earlier where she clears the screen several times, and the circular clears is extra small. Now what happens as you level her up, this little lightning bolt that gets shot out, there's multiple, I guess, shocks that takes place. The higher the skill level you go, the more times that flash takes place. And right now, because I only have her at skill level 1, or at least this demonstration is skill level 1, the one you're watching right now, every time it clears, it's only going to be 13, 13, and then another 13. Unless you hit a big zoom, then that's going to be 17, like you just saw right there. Regardless of what skill level you have, Sea Witch Ursula will shoot her lightning bolt 3 times. But in those 3 times, sometimes there are multiple flashes in between. And to really see the difference there, I will need to show you a side-by-side comparison between skill level 1, 2, and 3. So let's get into that right now and take a look at the side-by-side comparison. So what you are seeing here is a demonstration between skill level 1, 2, and 3. And the difference between skill level 1, 2, and 3 is take a look at the circular zoom or circular clear. For skill level 1 it's extra small, skill level 2 is small, and then skill level 3 is medium. And quite frankly, that is still not necessarily the best description. Later on in this video, I will show you the ability activated at the same time and show you what that looks like. But in this case, I just want to show you the gameplay between skill level 1, 2, and 3, and also what I do usually when I'm playing this zoom. Sea Witch Ursula is a really fun zoom to use. It's very easy to use. All you have to do is just spam her ability as fast as possible to get the maximum amount of coins possible. She's really going to be good for those missions where you need to get a lot of combos, especially if you are trying to use her for one of these missions for this month, because her ability does generate a lot of combos every single time she uses her little trident and shoots down a laser beam. On top of the strategy where you should just spam her ability, is really focus on finding Sea Witch Ursulas on the screen and chain her as much as possible and get that bar charged up as quickly as possible. The more abilities you activate, the more coins you're going to get, and also more points as well if you are going for points. But really you wouldn't be using Sea Witch Ursula to get a lot of points. You'll be just using her for how easy it is to use her, and also to get coins at the higher skill levels. But there are better zooms out there. Sea Witch Ursula is not necessarily a good coin earner. She's just a really easy zoom to use. But anyways, what I want to also show you guys is a side-by-side comparison of her ability activated at the same time. So let's take a look at that. So what you're watching right now is a full speed animation of Sea Witch Ursula, and it's a little bit difficult to see when it's full speed. I'm going to slow it down for you, but what I want you to focus on is the amount of flashes that takes place in between of the trident lightning bolts. For skill level 1, you're only going to get 1 flash, but for skill level 2, you might get lucky and get 2 flashes. And for skill level 3, if you get lucky, you're going to get 3 flashes, and it's pretty consistent that you will get at least 2. So let me do it one more time so you can see it here. Look at skill level 3, there's 1, 2 flash right there, and then the second lightning bolt is going to be 1, 2, 3. And then the third lightning bolt here, we get 1, 2, and 3. So for skill level 2, you don't get the same effect, and definitely for skill level 1, you only get one flash at a time. Now I'm also going to fast forward the gameplay here to show you the end result for these gameplays. At skill level 1, I got 1,462 coins. Skill level 2, I got 1,503. And at skill level 3, I got 1,636. So none of these levels are good yet for you to earn coins, but it is a really easy Tsum to use. So let me know in the description below if you are excited to get Sea Witch Ursula or you think that this was kind of disappointing for you. But anyways, I hope that you found this video helpful, and if you would like to see more Tsum Tsum content just like this, don't forget to scroll down and hit the subscribe button. And as always, thank you so much for watching.